So if you missed the Valley of the Kings, I invite you to go back to that one. It's number 1. The Valley of the Kings served as a map, giving you a map of how to navigate this reality. What mindset, mind shift needs to be made in order to have a smoother journey through this. Our second temple of light is Abydos. Abydos carries the most powerful galactic cosmic codes. Abydos was built by and for Seti I, who, in my opinion, is one of the light bulbs of the lineage. Queen Hatshepsut was one. We will talk about her later on. Akhenaten was one. And Seti was a powerful light bulb. When I connect to Seti, his energy feels very dominating, very, very masculine and cold. You can Google and find his mommy, and it's actually how I see him, as this cold, sinewy, but very strong and rigid. And he carried the consciousness of Osiris and Set. If you're not familiar with the story of Osiris and Set, they were brothers. And Set actually killed his brother, Osiris, cut him into pieces, scattered him around the world out of jealousy, and left Isis, Osiris's beloved, in despair, putting together the pieces, rebuilding her beloved. So Set was the brother that embodied chaos. Osiris became the god of the underworld. And we can connect to him when we look at Orion, the constellation in the sky. But Set is the chaos. My personal experiences have been pretty tough with going both to Seti's tomb, where I felt like I drank from the well of chaos, Set. And when I visited the temple of Abydos and Osirion, which is a more hidden part of the temple. Some of it is submerged underwater. So we're going to talk about the two today. They are our connection to Galactics. It's the temple where you see the spaceships, helicopters on the walls. And you might feel and see the ships there. You might walk through the grounds, especially at Osirion, and have a clear memory of ships landing there. Several of us, when we visited, we were hearing command control, command control. This is where we would land. But it's not all the energy of Set, because the overarching energy of Set, Osiris, Isis, Hathor, Horus, Ra, all of them, is Ma'at. And Seti's cartouche, his name, actually speaks to him being the carrier of the Ma'at frequency. And I understand that because chaos is needed. Ma'at is balance. The world of duality consists of both chaos and order. And it's that fine dance of integrating both, loving both. And that's what Abydos invites us to be with. First, it reminds us that we are both chaos and order, that we are earth and we're galactic. On the walls of Osirion, up high on the granite blocks, there are flower of life engravings. The first time there, I looked up and I made a joke. I said, they had good lasers back in the day. And I heard the Creator God's reply, we didn't need lasers. We used our breath. With our breath, we imprinted the flower of life for you to find now and crack this joke. You feel our galactic heritage in the water, in the air, in the walls, with these star codes just coming right out of the walls like tentacles of light reaching into you. It also has areas of really beautiful light shining through the ceiling openings, which feels on purpose, orchestrated, so you could receive the light filtered through these rocks, truly receive the codes. It holds a template that is here to awaken the skeptics. I think it would drive Seti crazy. In fact, he went crazy. He says so himself. I couldn't keep it all together. He lacked love. And sometimes I think if he had a queen like Queen Nefertari, he would have had a different outcome. His son Ramses II, that we will be speaking about in the next temple, had beautiful Queen Nefertari, and Seti didn't have a connection to a unconditional love of a mother or a feminine queen who was so in her divine feminine. He felt he was alone. In fact, he says, I was alone, and the responsibility that I was carrying broke me. I let my ego get the best of me. It blinded me. Don't let this happen to you. Let your heart lead. With the skeptics, with the naysayers, let your heart sing its song. Just as this temple that he built is putting out a song into the ethers. This temple is our galactic remembrance, inheritance. It also holds the consciousness of Thoth, the architect of our reality. The balance of Ma'at hums through the sacred geometry displayed here. The song of the Elohim, the architects of the earth experiment, breathes through every stone and every star on the wall. Seti's warning is, do not lose yourself in the density. Do not mistake chaos for the truth. Above the stories, you are light, you are love, and you must keep going. Abydos reminds you to see light within darkness. That even the ones who would judge us lost, evil, crazy, they've just forgotten that they're love. They separated from love. They lost themselves in the illusion, in the chaos. If you are an architect of the new earth, this temple invites you to breathe in its codes. To look up at the images of the helicopters, the ships, the submarines, whatever you see. And not question why and how, but just smile, remembering that in another time, in another place, we were the ones that left these images for ourselves to find, to remember. Always to remember, awaken, and rebirth ourselves.